You know, love is the most common last word in death row inmates. In most cases, the word is used to address family members who are present at the execution or on the other side of the glass window. This is Michelle, and these are the last words of death row inmates before their execution. Barbara Graham was executed on 1955 in California. Her last words were the following: "Good people are always so sure they're right." After a rough childhood and a string of failed marriages, Barbara Graham went into prostitution before being married again to a bartender and drug addict. She soon left him for a business associate of his, Emmett Perkins, who ran an illegal gambling operation. The couple, as well as other accomplices, decided to rob a widow who was rumored to have a large stash of cash in her home. Graham tricked her into letting them into her home by asking to use her phone. To stop the elderly lady's shrieks, she bludgeoned her with her pistol, and as a result killed her. The crew ended up overlooking the money and jewelry, and was caught a couple months later after somebody squealed. Bloody Babs, as the media called her, was sentenced to the gas chamber. George Apple was convicted of first-degree murder for killing a police officer, although little is known about that murder. Compared to other serial killers, he wasn't famous for his crime, but for his last words. Well, gentlemen, you are about to see a baked apple. While getting strapped to the electric chair, George Apple suddenly found the situation humorous and delivered those infamous last words. These words quickly spread through the public and became more remembered than his actual crime. In 1995, James Lewis Jackson married Sharon Jackson and became a father to two stepdaughters. Due to heavy drug use, he had trouble keeping a job. After struggling with the marriage and his wife threatening divorce, he ended up strangling her and her two daughters. James' last words were, "Warden, murder me." He then referred to Harris County as Sodom and Gomorrah, the biblical cities destroyed by God for their sins. "I'm ready to roll. Time to get this party started." Robert Charles Towery last words were, "I love my family. Potato, potato, potato." Robert Charles Towery was executed through lethal injection, which is ironic considering he was charged for injecting battery acid into his victim, before strangling him to death in a 1991 robbery. The victim was a philanthropist who loaned money to Towery on several occasions. During Towery's last moments, he apologized to the victim's family and cursed his bad mistakes. George Engel was a German immigrant who lost faith in the political process and joined the International Working People's Association. In 1886, a big rally full of anarchists and labor activists turned violent when a bomb was thrown at the police, killing 7. Although nobody knew who threw it and Engel was at home playing cards, he was convicted for murder and went to the gallows. His last words were, quote, "Hurrah for anarchy. This is the happiest moment of my life." Which of the 5 last statements of death row inmates do you find the most surprising? Comment your answer down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.